Hi, this is Anthony from OcuPlay.com, and today we're checking out some Oculus Quest decals or stickers that you can put on the headset itself and just generally customize them or differentiate which headset is yours if you have multiple headsets in the house. There's many decals to choose from and purchase from queststickers.com, and we'll be applying some to our own Quest here. Just to see how well they are to attach to the Quest itself, and also just to see how it looks and how they perform. There's decals for the controller and the headset itself that we'll be applying, and we've got some stickers here just to have a bit of fun and attach them to the front of the headset. And you've got some eyes there as well if you want to check those out too. So let's just get it on our Quest 2 and see how well they are to install. Right, so we're going to first start with the Quest controller decals here. So I've asked the queststickers.com to provide us with the Beat Saber style left and right. And then we also have some black decals that we're going to put on our headset side as well. So we'll do those in a minute. So these are vinyl stickers. Which is basically plastic that's been cut to size. The holes have been picked out, which leaves a bit of plastic itself. It's adhesive on the back, so we need to basically separate this sheet, which will give another sheet on top, and then we'll apply that onto the actual controller itself, and then we'll stick it down firmly. As you can see, there's the Oculus ring here, which isn't that strong to see, and that's also covered here on this transfer here too, so we'll apply that as well later on. So for the right controller, I'm just going to take off my strap. Here we go. So that's the standard stock controller, and we're going to apply the right transfer to it. We've got the one here. Then we just need to apply that. So that's the Oculus logo on the top. So we're going to have to carefully peel off the transfer, and it's all about lining up the circles correctly, which I can't really do whilst also filming, so excuse me a second. So it's not perfect, but it'll do, just to show you. So that's the main transfer on there. So it's not a perfect fit for the Oculus button, but the others are pretty good, on point there. So I could have probably shifted it down slightly as I applied it, but everything else this round here looks quite good, quite solid. And there's no bubbling there because that's the luxury with vinyl. It's a bit thicker, so it's not going to buckle so much. So that's the right controller. And we're going to, also if you want to put an R on there, you can go for it, but we won't be doing that. So the left controller, is going to quickly clean this down and take off this strap. Right, so we've cleaned it off. We've got the vanilla left controller here, and we'll just go ahead with this Oculus bit first. Try not to touch too much of it because it would just reduce its stickiness. So we just want to make sure that that's in alignment, which that isn't. Lined up, that'll do. So that's the Oculus logo. So you got that going on now. And then we're going to do the buttons again. Again, this is a bit tricky, but you can just peel the back off slightly and because you haven't really got much to work on here, much space, you have to take the whole thing off. It's quite hard not to do this. So I'm gonna, bear with me a second while I line this up. There you go. So that's pretty simple to apply. That was a bit easier, that one. Again, the home button is just not as on point. You could actually just remove this quickly and realign it, but you run the risk of buckling it and creating a ripple. So that's good enough for me. It definitely separates which controller's which without you having to look at the straps, or even if you don't use straps, this is a nice way to work out which is which. So that's the controller decals added. Right, so for the actual Quest itself, I've requested some Oculus logos for the edges. Probably doesn't work for the Halo strap as such, because for the Elite strap at least, you could just apply it to the cover that goes across here. So for the Halo strap, it's a bit of an unknown where we could apply these logos. We could apply them here or on the side. Let's put the Elite strap on and let's apply it to that. Right, so we have the Elite strap here, and we will basically just apply the Oculus transfer onto the side of the headset. So this one is a vinyl transfer. You can tell by it's got a clear film here. You can't peel this off because it's on one side. So what we need to do here, we need to actually separate the backing first, and then that makes sure that the transfer is on the clear side. So to do that, it's best to get a comb or a credit card and just rub the transfer onto the clear backing, and we should be able to separate. No, still got a problem. Give it a bit of purchase and lift it on there, and then we go. So we got a transfer there, and luckily it doesn't really matter which way we put it on or off on the actual whereabouts it goes, because it's always going to go one way or the other. So we're just going to make that apply there, and then you need to really give it a lot of force. Try not to put too much force that you actually move the decal onto the actual system itself, but with enough force applied, you then just need to peel it off, and then you've got the Oculus logo positioned on the side head strap, as if Oculus did it themselves. So that's one. Just apply the other one. So again, we need to rub down the transfer onto the actual clear backing itself, and then we need to peel this off. Right, so with this decal, we're going to apply it again on the other side, and then get that in place, and then we just put a bit of pressure down, push it down onto the actual material that we're applying it to with enough pressure without moving it too much, and carefully peel back the clear transfer, and that's the vinyl decal in place. So there we have it. That's the Oculus decal on the actual Elite strap. I think it looks really smart. And next we will look at the front part of the case itself. So let's see what we've actually got. Right, so for the front of the Quest, we've got some googly eyes, we've got some angry eyes, and we also got Baymax from Big Hero 6 that we can use as well. There's also a smiling version that you can get, as well as things like Futurama, anime, some alien eyes. You've got like player 1, player 2, crewmate. You've got like a big Oculus logo, you've got Shy Ghost as well, and things like that. So they're all good, but these are the ones that we've been supplied for review for this channel. So I think we're going to go with the googly eyes. I think that's the most comical one for now. So we're going to pull this apart. And again, this is a vinyl. So this is on clear backing plastic, and then we put it over and then we apply it. The good thing about that is that we could, I'm going to take this strap off just to make it easier to apply. Right, so we got the headset with the strap off just to make it easier to apply the thing itself. We're going to put these bars up so that we can actually rest it on the actual headset itself. And there are our googly eyes. So I believe it's that way we want it. So this is the top of the device, this is the bottom. So we're going to apply it pretty much as is, really. I think it looks good. Too far apart will look a bit weird. So we're going to apply it dead center if we can, and then see how that looks once it's fully applied. So I think we need to again just rub the decal so that it has a really full application onto the sticker itself. And then we're going to peel the decal, making sure that the whole thing stays on the transfer paper. If it doesn't, give it a bit of a tease, and then that whole thing comes fully off. And then we're basically going to position it in as well as we can, and then with that on, we just basically don't worry about it. As long as this doesn't appear on this side, that's fine if it crinkles a bit. But basically try and push that whole transfer onto the, see it's bubbling there now, so you've got to push them out so they're not below the actual decal piece itself. I'm going to get a cloth and just, because it's easier just to rub with something that's got less friction than your skin, just to really get that fully onto the headset itself. And then with that applied, we just slowly peel it off, transfer, and there we go. That's the, and just quickly just push any more pressure down just to finish the job off. And there we go. Some googly eyes. Obviously not as good as the real googly eyes that you can buy, but that's good enough. And that's the Decal from queststickers.com. So we're going to fit the halo strap back on. That's it. So you've got the halo strap with the googly eyes, and so you've got the halo strap there, and then you've got the controllers as well to be fully customized. Right, so we've got the decals applied to our headset and also our controllers. Let us know what you think in the comments. And I don't know if you need to see it actually on my face, but that's the googly eyes on the face. And you've seen that we have applied the Oculus stickers on the Elite strap, but it didn't really make much sense to put them here because this arm's swiveling up and down, so you wouldn't really see them. Didn't really make much sense to put them on there. So that's the googly eyes, and of course queststickers.com also does many other iterations that you can put on your headset, and you can also peel them off without no problem because they're vinyl. You can just pick them off and they'll come off nice and easily, and then you could just buy another set and just apply something else, find something different. It's a great way to differentiate which headset's yours if you've got multiple Quests. And what I really like is the controller decals, which really help with determining easily which is which, basically which controller is your left hand and which is your right hand. It's less distracting, and you've got a nice little color detail on top there as well if they're sort of facing away from you, which is quite handy. So color decals, really cool. And you've also got a nice way to customize your headset as well. So check out queststickers.com for all the information, and don't forget to use promo code OQ Play and you'll get a further 15% off your order. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful. If you have, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.